Alright, how's it going, everyone? We are doing a live watch-along for the D1 2024 Men's Soccer Selection Show. Holy shit, that's loud. Okay, so let's go ahead and mute the ad here. I can't hear it, so hopefully the ads. By the way, if anybody wants Little Caesars, it's $5.99. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and turn this on. Application audio capture.
Tournament that's been anything but predictable over time. That should be the case again this season. A wide open bracket about to be unveiled, especially if you were tracking all of the results across conference tournaments over the last couple of weeks. 48 teams are still alive and about to be announced. The top 16 teams receiving byes into the second round, they are seeded in this bracket, with the remaining teams battling it out midweek this week in first round contests. The College Cup once again returns to Cary, North Carolina this year, with the national championship on December the 16th. And with 22 conferences earning automatic berths for their champions, it leaves 26 at-large selections available. Many of you watching right now are hoping you are one of those lucky 26. So let's not keep you waiting much longer and dive right into the bracket. We start with the top overall seed. No surprise here, it belongs to Ohio State. Lightning in a bottle this season for the Buckeyes, whose closest flirtation with the title came back in 2007 when they were one win away. Ascending to the top spot in the rankings as the season progressed, Ohio State set a new regular season win-loss record in capturing its first Big Ten regular season title since 2015, and then validated that with a conference tournament win over arch-rival Michigan, that being the cherry on top. They led the Big Ten in shots produced and produced more goals than any other team in the conference this season, while also holding opponents to less than 1 goal per game. That was also best in the Big Ten. The Buckeyes await the winner of our first-round matchup featuring our host, Western Michigan. The Broncos earning an at-large berth to make 3 straight NCAA tournaments for the first time in program history. Colin Welsh was named the Missouri Valley Goalkeeper of the Year and an All-MVC first-team nod, joining teammates Owen Smith and Carson
the audio, so it should be good
on the main squad. That trio battles SIU Edwardsville, the 1979 national champions, capturing the Ohio Valley's AQ, returning the tournament for a 17th time. Time to make another team happy. UCLA squeezes an at-large berth out of this season. The 4-time national champions fighting their way back to the tournament for the first time in a few years, thanks to a semifinal finish in the Big Ten Conference Tournament. Senior Andre Ochoa earned first-team All-Big Ten this season in the midfield. The Bruins hosting UC Santa Barbara in the first round, a conference-best 8 players earning all Big West honors this season, including Big West.
So they would host UC Santa Barbara.
Ranks top 5 in the country in both goals and points this season. The Gauchos reached a peak ranking of 13 this season and hope to peak again in this NCAA postseason. Winner of that game traveling north to Stanford next weekend.
See, you got the 16 seed Stanford out of the ACC, so they would host a game as well. So, would they host either UCLA or Santa Barbara? Okay, so hosting the first round bye. All right, Clemson coming in at the 9 seed.
The Tigers focused on title number 5 overall with another trip back to the tournament. Several of the key players from last year's title run are back, including Alex.
By the way, there is a link in the description to watch.
Season ago, and he leads the team in goals this season. Led the conference in game winners as well for a top 5 offense nationally that has the ability to score at every level.
So,
strong season, the Big East for Providence gets the
Clemson gets the first round bye, so they will either play Providence
and a date with the Patriot League champs of Bucknell. Wait a decade to return to this bracket with the AQ here. All right, perhaps a new streak beginning for Maryland. The Terps missed out on the tournament last year for the first time since the Clinton administration. That's 1993.
Okay, so Providence hosts Bucknell.
And return to the tournament for a 41st time. The
And
four-time
Maryland.
national champions last won it all in 2000.
Who's Maryland hosting?
And have made the College Cup or the national semifinals. An amazing.
By the way, if you're in the chat, let me know. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to try to do as many of these college tournament games as I can. Work schedule pending, so I'm excited. I'm also excited to see where West Virginia lands, just because.
For a second straight year. Winner of that game in College Park heads south to Wake Forest, the 2007.
Okay, so Maryland will play LIU, and it looks like the winner of that game will play Wake Forest
and riding the momentum
on the road.
ACC tournament champions. They got a thrilling 7-6 win in PKs over Clemson, who they could meet, you can see here, in a third round rematch. All right, next up is Dayton. First back-to-back trip for the Flyers, who have lived up to their nickname all season on the offensive end.
So Dayton is hosting as the 5 seed.
This group per year per game, sporting a goal differential of plus.
I believe they were the
A10
champions.
Only
not like 100% sure.
Differential this year of any team in the country. Of the 10 goal scorers for Dayton, 5 of them have 6 or more this season for an attack that is coming at you from every angle of the pitch. Michigan made its own run, the Big Ten Tournament Championship runner-up. They built a resume worthy of an
So Michigan, all right, Michigan getting in there. They lost to Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship game yesterday, and they host Robert Morris with a 9-6-3 record. Then it's Washington who's hosting. So a lot of Big Ten teams in here so far. Washington with the record of 8-5-6.
And goals in goal, Jaden Boughton. Tied for the conference lead, 7 shutouts this season, also tied for 10th most in a single season at UW. It'll be hard to blank, however.
So who is Washington hosting?
The WAC champions,
Seattle University. So we got a little rivalry matchup there.
That duo heads to Texas.
That might be the game to watch. Winner of that game plays the 12 seed SMU on the road. So I think I'm gonna do the. I'm gonna try to do all the Big Ten teams that are in this tournament.
You've had a lot of time to most importantly get healthy.
Because I am from Big Ten country, and I would like to do those games if possible. I believe all the games are on ESPN Plus. All right, who gets the 13 seed? Goes to Marshall with a 11-1-7 record.
Number 2 after sporting the best defense in the Sun Belt in terms of goals against this season. And they will await the winner of North Carolina, which survived a grueling ACC slate.
Okay, so North Carolina is going to be the first-round host with a 9-4-4 record. Who will North Carolina host? And they are hosting Furman. There's a lot of great matchups here, folks. A whole lot of great matchups. I just hope, I don't think my work schedule this week allows me to watch these first-round games. Okay, so NC State.
12 days after a first-round exit in the ACC tournament.
NC State will host.
Program back to the NCAA tournament for a 17th time, thanks to 3 All-ACC performers this season. It'll be a quick drive for their opponent from Charlotte.
Who will NC State host? Charlotte with an 11-2-5 record. See, what I don't understand is, you know, some of these teams have the worst records, like have the worst off record. Like, why isn't Charlotte hosting North Carolina State? Because Charlotte just has a better record. Okay, so Georgetown with an 11-4-5 record, they get the 4 seed.
Tournament as the 4th seed this season. Eric Howard made his only shot of the game count late in the second. His first goal of the season, second ever as a
That's what I don't understand.
It was the game winner to earn another Big East crown and vault Georgetown up to the 4 line in the bracket. All right, that is half of the teams.
All right, so the 3rd seed.
The other side of the bracket, and the 3rd overall seed, that belongs.
Who will that go to? Denver University with a 12-3-4 record. So they get the 3 seed. Interesting. Ben's bracket said go UD.
The defensive player of the year.
How you doing, Ben?
Was a top midfielder also in the conference.
So you're a Denver fan. You happy with the 3 seed? I don't know much about Denver.
All right, we hand out another precious at-large berth and welcome Oregon State back.
Okay, so Oregon State will host the first round game with a 10-4-3 record.
History. And they will welcome Gardner Webb to town via the Big South AQ, tournament bound for the second time ever, the first one coming all the way back in 2006.
They host Gardner Webb.
2010 champs from Akron with the Zips returning after missing
And
the field
Akron with an 11-4-4 record. They will
as the opponent in the first round.
They host Princeton out of the Ivy League with a 12-6-0 record.
Goals against Penn in the Ivy League championship game. Nico Nee scoring the first, and it was Ian Nunez the second. That would prove to be the game winner.
By the way, folks, we got 15 people watching, and we only got 3 likes. Can we hit that like button and subscribe button, please? So who will host as the 14 seed?
The home of Indiana.
So they will host Indiana with a 10-4-5 record. Will host either Akron or Princeton.
For the national title, that was their third runner-up finish since the last of the Hoosiers' 8 national titles in 2012. Tommy Mihalik co-led the Big Ten during the regular season in goals and paces an offense that scored 25 times in the last 7 games of the regular season before losing in the opener this year of the conference tournament.
Alrighty, so the 11th seed,
this year, following up on Indiana's 8 titles.
Virginia with the 10-6-3 record.
Of their own, celebrating the
they will play the winners of...
program that you would not be surprised to see.
Folks, do me a favor. We got 18 people watching and 4 likes. Can everybody watching hit that like and subscribe button for me? It encourages me to do more of these college soccer watch-alongs. West Virginia.
Extremely good this year.
I kind of want to see that Virginia rivalry, that West Virginia rivalry in the second round. Who will West Virginia host? North Florida with a 7-7-4 record. I like upsets, but I think West Virginia, they've been one of the more solid teams year in and year out. I think West Virginia handles business with North Florida and sets up a Virginia rivalry there. So Massachusetts will host a round 1 game. UMass with a 10-3-5 record. Who will they host?
He broke UMass's all-time goals record, passing Hall of Famer Jeff Darren. The Minutemen scoring 40 goals in the regular season, ranking 7th in the country and 8th in the nation in goals per game. That's a lethal offense that will tackle.
So UMass will host
Evansville, tournament bound.
Evansville out of Indiana with an 11-6-3 record.
Celebration taking place in Southwest Indiana. Winner of that one heads.
By the way, thanks to everyone tuning in. You can watch in the link in the description. And Penn, Pennsylvania University, they will play the winner of UMass and Evansville. So the second round starts Sunday, folks. I will be able to do the second round games. So Hofstra, the 7th seed, rated 14-4-2, they will host the winner of
under head coach Richard Nuttall, who is in his 36th season leading this squad. A really balanced team for him this year. Lots of NCAA experience led by Lori Goddard, Jacob Woznicki, and Teddy Baker, combining to score over 20 of the team's goals this season.
By the way, let me know in the chat down below
led by All-American
if the audio's too low for the
Vermont
stream here.
The reps of the American East again this season, playing host to the Mid-Atlantic reps of
Vermont.
Iona.
So Vermont hosts a first round game. Who will they host? Iona. So Vermont has an record of 11-2-5. Iona has a record of 11-4-3. They travel to Vermont, and San Diego with a record of 13-2-2. Who will they host?
They will look to avoid a same opening round defeat against UC Davis, which enters with momentum.
UC Davis.
Big West.
By the way, guys, I know I've been reiterating this.
In the second round.
Please hit that subscribe button and like button. It pushes the algorithm. Helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. And Duke gets the 10 seed, so they will host a second round game. Duke will be on the road to either UC Davis or San Diego, I think.
Second, a quarterfinal loss in this year's ACC tournament. They are ready to get back on the pitch.
Because it doesn't have the little host thing next to them. Right, who gets the 15th seed? Missouri State with a 12-3-2 record. So they will host a second round game.
6 straight seasons and have won at least 9 matches every year since 2016. boasting the best overall winning percentage in the nation since the start of 2019. One of less than 10 programs to have made every NCAA tournament in that span. Senior forward Jesus Barea, third in the nation in goals scored and on his way to breaking the program's single-season record. It could be a thriller with our next team to unveil as well, but we get to say welcome back to the tournament.
So who will play for the right to travel to Missouri State? St. Louis University. They will host a first-round game with a record of 8-4-8.
More than any other program in the land. And the Billikens welcoming Kansas City, who will drive east after capturing the AQ from the
They will host Kansas City with a record of 12-4-3. Then Cornell gets in the tournament with a record of 12-3-2. Who will they host?
Returning to the NCAA tournament for the first time since the spring
Fordham
of 2021
with a record of 8-5-5, and Fordham Rams.
The key player to watch here,
And the Cornell Bears. I think it is the Cornell Bears.
Midfielder of the year, whose 13 goals are the most by a Fordham player since 19.
But I don't know, like a lot of these matchups look juicy in the first round. I just wish I could get them all.
40 years. All right, that leaves one team.
I'm gonna try to get the national championship off, though.
The 2 seed belonging to
If I can get the national championship off, that'd be good. So the 2 seed, Pittsburgh, they will play the winner of Cornell and Fordham. They would host the winner of Cornell and Fordham. Pittsburgh makes the second overall seed with a record of 12-5-0. Ooh, if we get a Final Four with Ohio State versus Pittsburgh, whoo, buddy. You bet your ass I'm going to be live for that game. All right, so the December 13th to the 16th semifinals in the championship, that will be at Cary, North Carolina.
Bracket continues on campus sites through the month and into December.
And it says follow the action on NCAA.
Beginning with the national semifinals on December 13th and the championship on December the 16th. For the 9th time, Cary, North Carolina will
play. So is the live stream over?
With ESPNU, your home to watch the semifinal and championship action. There have been some really electric environments in North Carolina before.
I don't think it's over.
Journey, if not, follow along with all the action as well here on NCAA.com. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Will Haskett. Congratulations and best of luck to all the student athletes competing in this year's championship.
Okay, so it's not over. Ah, it's over now. NCAA.com.
If you're not here for Fandom 101.
Okay, I think we're getting a Fandom 101 commercial here. So we're just going to mute that. Is there like a... wonder if there's like a... Is there like a bracket that you can fill out? Here we go, bracket. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and fill out the bracket here. So we take a look at the bracket. So 11-21, I do believe, so yeah. Oh, okay. This is what I like to see here. So 11-21, when is the 21st? Okay, so the 21st is Thursday. So let me check my work schedule. And before I forget, let me kind of pop out my chat here. When is the 21st? Okay, so the 21st is Thursday. So let me check my work schedule. And before I forget, let me kind of pop out my chat here. This is the stuff you guys normally wouldn't see. Okay. So the winner of Western Michigan and South India, SIUE, will travel to the number 1 overall seed, Ohio State. Okay, so I'm seeing how this works, how this is starting to work. So the winner of how late do I work on it? Thursday. And South India, SIUE will travel to the number 1 overall seed, Ohio State. Okay, so I'm seeing how this is starting to work. So, what time? How late do I work on Thursday? Okay, so Thursday I work till 6. So I could do Providence, Bucknell, Maryland, LIU. Thursday I work till 6. Anyway, fuck it. Anyways, guys, I am going to let everyone go. I should have ended the stream when the selection show ended, but yeah, guys, thank you guys for tuning in so much. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. I am going to